to be at the Armory that night.
I had loved him probably for a year and a half before I ever saw his face, because my daddy was a Baptist deacon and he didn't do those things. In fact, until this day, and he's dead, he doesn't know that I went. There were so many girls in there screaming. I mean, you could barely hear him sing from the 8th row because there were so many girls screaming, because it was constant screaming.
Memories of every form come from here. Basketball games, wrestling, high school graduations.
I did. We had a graduation here in 1969, Eastern High School.
And he's the man who had to decide to close this place down.
There's a history here for most people in this community. I think they either graduated from high school here or attended circuses or the old Colonel's basketball games and things like that. There's just a lot of good memories here.
Memories of every generation for a century in Kentuckiana. Memories that could soon be nothing but wooden chairs and old photos.
I hate it. I wish they'd keep it. I mean,
Now, what's next for this old building? Well, 3 groups have put in proposals to purchase it, and there may be a front runner emerging because of the financial woes which are deepening for one very well-known local company. Who is it? We'll tell you coming up at 6. Live at the Gardens, George Sells, WHAS 11 News.
All right, George, thank you. Now, the same WWF wrestlers that are going to be in the spotlight tonight at the Gardens spent the afternoon in the sunlight at Six Flags Kentucky Kingdom. The wrestlers took a break from the ring to talk to wrestling fans at Kentucky Kingdom. They talked about their lives in the WWF. Among the wrestlers answering questions were Big Show, The Undertaker, Mark Henry, Dean Malenko, and Chris Jericho.
It's fun to do stuff like this because we don't really get a chance to interact with the fans a whole lot. Most of the time we're just in the arenas, and we, come into a town, go to the airport, go to the arena, go to the hotel, and go home. So now we get a chance to actually look around and say hi to a few folks. So it's a good time.
After the question and answer session, fans got a chance to get autographs from the wrestlers. Again, you can see the wrestlers tonight at the Gardens.
Next on WHAS, how the Big Brother Big Sister mentoring program is helping one child who lost his father.
Plus, Louisville becomes the hot spot for a home and garden television shoot. We'll tell you why next.
And hot temperatures mean your children are more likely to end up in the emergency room. We have a whole panel of experts on hand to answer your child's safety questions as they pertain to summer. Call 582-7729. That's Consumer Watch Hotline.
And our weather pattern is stuck for a while. That means a daily threat for some scattered thunderstorms and very little change expected through the weekend. We'll have the details coming up.
And good evening, everyone. I'm Doug Proffitt. More local news is coming up tonight at 5:30. The most expensive school ever to be built in the state of Kentucky gets ready to open its doors. It's near Louisville, and find out why there's a police substation right inside it. Plus, Louisville is named one of the most livable cities in America. See you tonight right here at 5:30.
You're watching Gary Rodemeyer, Gene West, and Ken Schultz Storm Team Forecast. This is WHAS 11 News. Coverage you can count on.
This newscast is sponsored by your local Dodge dealers.
Dodge Ram has inspired considerable change in pickups. And it's been the inspiration for change among pickup owners as well. In just 4 years, more than 1 million households have switched to Dodge trucks. It seems when the owners of those other trucks get a good look at Ram, they begin to see things differently. Now get up to $2,000 cash allowance or low APR financing on Dodge Ram.
Never before. Never again. $2,000 cash back on Ford F-150. Serious cash for serious buyers only. $2,000 on the Built Ford Tough F-150. Plus, special factory to dealer incentives mean big cash savings on F-150 Super Crew and Super Duty. $2,000 cash back or finance savings as high as $4,556 on America's best-selling truck, F-150. But only for a limited time. Hurry to your local Ford dealer today.
I'm Ken Towery. Our stores are the direct replacement center for the Ford Wilderness AT program. Don't wait. Come to any of our 16 area locations and choose from Michelin, Uniroyal, BF Goodrich, and Goodyear, and all major brands.
A good tire guy.
For 30 years.
The WHAS 11 Long Drive Challenge. Do you have what it takes to be crowned Kentuckiana's longest driver? Qualify at the Golf Center at Valley Farm on Saturday, June 30th from 10 to 3. Sponsored by New Yale, Liberace, Striker Golf, and Long John Silvers.
The WHAS 11 Storm Team is sponsored by Kroger.
The ultimate shopping experience of the century is coming to a newly expanded Kroger Century Market in Louisville. It's all here. More variety, better value, and the friendly service you'd expect from Kroger's store of the new millennium. Kroger's newly expanded Century Market in the Highlands is now open. Come in this week for great grand opening specials. Good only at your Highlands Kroger.
You can always count on us.
It's summertime, and if you can get your kids away from the computer, they may be outside playing in the summer heat. I know how you did that. You unplugged the computer, right?
I sure did. Packed them away. And with all those outside activities comes more child injury. So what can you do as a parent to protect your kids? Kirby Adams joins us in Consumer Watch Hotline Center with the experts. Kirby?
Hi, Jean and Gary. Listen to this fact. Over 40% of all injury-related visits to the emergency room happen between May and August. So you really want to know how to keep your kids safe during the summer, and that's why we have this panel of experts from Coast Children's Hospital, the Poison Control Center, and from Metro Parks to help you out tonight. All you have to do is give us a call, 582-7729. And before the phones really start ringing, I want to talk to Bennett Knox with Metro Parks. You say that we are really working hard to improve our parks here in the Louisville area. In fact, you're doing how many parks a year, do you think?
Approximately 6 parks per year.
6 parks a year. It's very expensive to do that, but tell me what folks should be looking for, and we're going to roll some tape right now, as far as safety is concerned with parks, because the main thing that children get hurt from is falls, correct?
That's correct. 75% of accidents, serious accidents, are from falls. Main thing you can look for is you want to make sure you have an adequate base underneath your equipment, of an adequate depth. It could be mulch, it could be pea gravel.
Something soft.
Something soft, exactly. And you want to make it far enough out in the fall zone that'll protect children when they fall. In addition, there's issues with head entrapment and also entanglement. You want to make sure that there aren't any hooks exposed that might catch on a hood string or a belt. You also want to make sure that there aren't spaces within the playground where a kid's body might go through, but the head might not, since younger kids have a larger head than relative to their body size. So you want to make sure that that's not a problem.
Terrific. Thanks very much. That's great information. Parents, just really make sure that you check out the play spaces where your kids are hanging out. And also home equipment. You need to check that out as well. If you want more information on how to make sure that your home play equipment is safe, or the safety equipment of the playgrounds that you go to in the public, all you have to do is log on to our website, WHAS11.com, click on Kirby Adams, and you will find a link in there to the Consumer Product Safety Commission. That should help you out. In the meantime, give us a call in here in the studio, 582-7729. That's 582-7729, and talk to our experts. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. Kirby Adams, WHAS 11 News.
Okay, Kirby, thank you. Some of Kentucky's gardens are getting national attention. A crew from the Secret Garden series of the Home and Garden television show are here in Louisville to shoot some of Kentucky's gardens. The crew will be here for a full week to shoot the show. On the show, which airs on Sundays at 3:30, you will see 2 public and 2 private Louisville gardens.
And what the show does is sort of give national exposure to little known or hidden gardens, some backyard private gardens, and then within those gardens discover some of the secret plants or hidden areas or unknown nooks or crannies, things that visitors might overlook when they come to the gardens.
Deborah, the producer there, says it takes a lot of research to pick the cities they want to highlight for their Secret Garden series. So far, they've done 52 episodes. They have 26 more to go. Again, the Home and Garden Secret Gardens shows air Sundays at 3:30 on HGTV.
Storm Team Doppler radar rather inactive this hour. Yesterday, about this time, we had at least a scattering of showers and thunderstorms, but this afternoon we've seen a few try to flare up to our east and to our south, but right now it is pretty quiet. But let me show you an area of the state, the region, that is not so quiet. We're looking at our Storm Tracker 3D right now, Louisville, right here. So we're talking western Kentucky, southwest Indiana. There's some fairly hefty thunderstorms, in fact, around Graves, Logan, Christian counties in southwest Kentucky. Severe thunderstorm warnings. Now, this precipitation is not really moving in our directions, kind of staying still, maybe drifting a little bit to the north. So the best chance for thunderstorms this evening will be areas to our west. You know, it's been kind of progressive the last couple of days with eastern Kentucky on Monday, central Kentucky and southern Indiana on Tuesday, and now today over in western Kentucky. Let's take a look at the last 12 hours and show you what's been happening Quiet starting off the day. It's 12 hours ago, so you're talking about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Had some clouds, and we have seen a stream of moisture up in our direction during the course of the day today, but no showers and thunderstorms developing with that. Other showers in southeastern Kentucky right now, but the concentration that we saw in Storm Tracker 3D is associated with this low pressure system and the spiral around that. So that's where the heaviest shower and thunderstorm activity is and will continue to be through the evening hours, but just like the last 2 nights, once the sun starts to set, the fuel starts to diminish for these storms and they will be weakening. So still a chance for a shower or thunderstorm in the region for this evening and tonight. Some of these storms, again, potent, as I mentioned, some severe thunderstorms in southwest Kentucky. Hail seems to be the primary indicator right now, and that's true for any thunderstorms that develops throughout southern Indiana or Kentucky this evening and early tonight. There is that possibility for some hail and high winds. Once again, we're under a slight risk of severe weather, mainly areas to the west and southwest of Louisville. At least a slight chance for severe weather this evening. Best time for thunderstorms anytime from now until about midnight. 82 degrees right now, south wind at 13 miles per hour. High temperature today is the current 82, at least officially. 61 may add another degree or two to this evening. 86 is our normal high temperature, 65 the low. 102, the record, 52. The record low temperature. For tomorrow morning, we start off with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. Once again, quiet weather picture starting off the day Thursday. By afternoon, heat of the day, moisture available, scattered thunderstorms in the region. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s. Friday, more of the same. Starts off quiet, ends up with a slight chance of a thunderstorm. Warm, humid conditions expected right on through the weekend. For tonight, 66 degrees. Scattered thunderstorms expected to develop and this evening. 66 our low, patchy fog later tonight. 86 our high temperature tomorrow with, again, afternoon and evening thunderstorms. And then as we go on into Friday, slight chance of a thunderstorm, 88, up around 90 both Saturday and Sunday. And then early next week, a few more scattered thunderstorms.
Okay. It's kind of like the forecast you gave us yesterday, but I'm not going to complain.
Summer rerun time.
All right. Thank you, Ken.
Our Big Brother, Big Sister story tonight is the profile of a 12-year-old bright-eyed boy who has overcome tragedy with the help of a big brother. Jacob Carroll lost one of his parents early in life, but now he has Rob Ludington to fill the void as he looks to the future. He is the blue-eyed blonde of summer. Hope shines in the eyes of Jacob Carroll as he fills the new role of little brother. The big lawn at Waterfront Park creates a special place for a little catch and a little bonding between a child and his mentor.
He's been the male that's been there because my dad had passed away, and he's been the male that's been there, and he's just been like the person that I do stuff with.
There are actually 3 people involved in this match. Gail Carroll is an active mother who put Jacob into the Big Brothers program. Big Brothers came up with Rob.
He's a wonderful kid. His mom does a great job, being she's a single parent, and I have no complaints, no regrets whatsoever. He's a great little kid.
And for this single mom, Rob came along just in time.
Nobody will ever replace his dad, but Rob will give him the male companionship that I can't give to him as a mother.
So Rob is not a replacement, but he has become a very good friend.
He's funny. We like to joke around. We just do a lot of stuff together, and he's real nice.
And the nice guy is here to stay.
Just some type of guidance for him to see that obviously his dad passed when he was young, and just someone that I hope to continue this for life. That's one of the reasons why I got involved in it.
The commitment for a big brother is 1 year, but Rob quickly made up his mind it was forever. And if you'd like more information on the Big Brother and Big Sister mentoring program, you can go to our website at WHAS11.com and click on Big Brothers and Big Sisters, or you can call the number on your screen. That number is 1-877-588-2300. We'll show you why Prince Charles is raising some eyebrows in Great Britain again.
Plus, in medical breakthroughs, another reason to make sure you're getting enough Z's.
Meteorologist Ken Schultz holds the seal of approval from the American Meteorological Society. Churchill Downs this week, the insider's view of thoroughbred racing at the world's most legendary racetrack. News from the thoroughbred industry's top movers and shakers. Live Saturday morning on Good Morning Kentuckiana Saturday. Churchill Downs this week, sponsored by Kroger and Pepsi. This Saturday is the $100,000 Aristides Stakes. Plus, make your plans for the cool in the sky on the 4th of July by calling 636-4450 for ticket information.
It's the new Twisted
crust pizza from Pizza Hut. Rip off a breadstick and dip it into your choice of free marinara or ranch dipping sauce. Pizza and breadsticks together. What more could you possibly want?
How about a free movie rental?
You got it. Order a large twisted crust pizza for $10.99 and you get a coupon for a free movie rental at Blockbuster. Pizza, breadsticks, new releases at Blockbuster. What could be better?
How about a date with Carmen Electra?
Who, you? Hey, who's your friend?
Me? What?
The twisted crust pizza and a free movie only at Pizza Hut.
Come to Meijer, your hotspot for summer. Light up the night and chase the mosquitoes away. All torches and citronella candles are now 25% off. Relax on summer evenings with this sturdy 3-seat swing. It's only $89.99. Turn your patio into your palace with elegant items like these from your summer hotspot.
Soon, the blind will be given sight. The deaf will be granted sound. And the beating of a heart will signal the greatest gift of all. The landscape of modern medicine is about to change. Join me, Gene West, from the Louisville Science Center as I take a look at the latest in bionic replacement parts. The human body will never be the same. Bionic Beings, Friday on WHAS 11.
Big O Tires announces their summer trade-in spectacular. Get up to $40 guaranteed trade-in on a set of 4 Big O brand truck tires, a $30 trade-in on performance tires, or $20 on a set of 4 Big O passenger tires. Big O brand tires start as low as $39.95. Plus, get major savings on major brands. Don't miss the summer trade-in spectacular, only at Big O.
A reputation you can ride on Big O Tires.
People who consistently don't get a good night's sleep could face a greater risk of developing diabetes. Researchers at the University of Chicago looked at the occurrence of diabetes in chronic short sleepers, those people who get less than 5.5 hours of sleep a night. The study focused on the relationship between lack of sleep and poor insulin sensitivity, a condition that can lead to diabetes.
Disruptions in sleep can have profound effects on a number of endocrine problems, and insulin resistance could be a pre-diabetic situation that could affect many people who are sleep deprived in our society.
20 to 30 million Americans have impaired glucose tolerance caused by poor insulin sensitivity. Researchers are concerned a more work, less sleep mentality will help fuel a diabetes epidemic that now affects 16 million Americans. Now, to keep you up to date on the latest developments in medicine, this Friday, I will host the next of our Gene West's Medical Breakthroughs.
The human heartbeat is changing to the rush of a mechanical pump. We now hear with bionic ears. Soon we will see with bionic eyes. Science fiction is becoming science fact. The next Gene West Medical Breakthroughs will bring you the latest biomedical developments and take a look back at the pioneering doctors, patients, and families of our area whose dedication has brought us to the point of becoming bionic beings.
All right, don't miss Medical Breakthroughs, Bionic Beings. That's this Friday at 8 o'clock, a 1-hour special live right here on WHAS 11. Gary?
Thanks, Gene. Remember Casablanca? You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss. Well, not if it's in Great Britain. It's the kiss seen round the world. Prince Charles and his longtime companion, Camilla Parker Bowles, did the double-cheek peck at a charity fundraising dinner in London yesterday, and here's the proof in the tabloids. Huge news in Great Britain. Pictures of the first public kiss have been splashed across the front pages of all of the British newspapers. Well, from one kiss to another, we'll tell you what has this happy couple so happy. And gosh, you may want to get ready to take some notes.
Billy Graham left Louisville days ago, but the Crusade headquarters here is still a busy place. I'm Brooke Willis. Coming up, we'll tell you why.
From 8 a.m. Thursday till 10 p.m. Saturday, it's Kroger's 3-day mega sale. Bring your Kroger Plus card for mega savings on fresh ground chuck. It's only 89 cents a pound. Selected Sara Lee fruit pies are 99 cents each. California iceberg lettuce is only 58 cents. And Deer Park spring water 6-packs are 99 cents each. It's Kroger's 3-day mega sale with savings too big to miss.
In the deepest corners of the ocean, they've been lurking, unchanged for over 70 million years, waiting to strike a major population center. Sharks, guardians of the deep, only at the Newport Aquarium.
For fun and affordable getaways, including aquarium and Reds hotel packages, call 1-800-STAY-NKY or go to our website at staynky.com.
When my dad cured his first hams over 50 years ago, he probably wasn't thinking much about family tradition, but he sure started one. Here's the third generation.
Hey, Jordan. How you doing?
And the fourth is coming on strong, we hope. Besides curing ham together, it's our family tradition to have dinner together as often as we can. We're proud to share the Clifty Farm family tradition with you.
Right now at Shoe Carnival's half-price sale, buy any pair of shoes and get a second pair at half price. Even sale items. The half-price sale at Shoe Carnival. Brand name shoes for every walk of life.
The best summer ever just got better. We've extended the savings on all new Toyotas, and now with only $14.99 due at signing, you can lease a Corolla for just $189 a month for 48 months, or lease a Tacoma 4x4 for just $209 a month for 48 months, or lease a Camry, America's best-selling car, for just $239 a month for 48 months. Don't miss Toyota's best summer ever. See your Toyota dealer today.
Evans Furniture, it lost its lease, so we gotta close down, this whole big vendor store, everything sold, at big sacrifice, so we got no choice, so time is running out, Bella, such a quality, we practically give away everything for free, but you gotta rush, it's final weeks now, you're gonna save big, you're gonna say, wow, Evans Furniture Fair, the store, and final weeks are right now.
Advice for husbands and boyfriends. You may want to sit down right now and take a few notes.
Especially if you want to keep your lady.
And I'm supposed to escort you to the outside for a serenade. Would you please come with us? Thank you.
Oh, nice tie. Not an ordinary day at work for this woman. Leanne Blackman got quite a surprise when she received flowers and then a serenade from her husband, Ron. They're celebrating their 13th wedding anniversary. The two got time to dance to a few songs, and shed some tears of joy, and then the happy couple caused quite a scene. Everybody who drove by had to catch a glimpse. Happy anniversary. So there's the news here at 5. Thanks for watching.
Doug Prophet joins Gene. More local news straight ahead at 5:30.
New at 5:30 on WHAS 11 News. Coverage you can count on.
Welcome to the most expensive public school in Kentucky. It's near Louisville, and find out next why it has a police substation right in the middle of it. The plant that made those troubled Firestone tires is closing. We'll have the story at 5:30.
Now, Kentuckiana's most dependable news. This is WHAS 11 News. Coverage you can count on.
Good evening, everyone. Here at 5:30, I'm Doug Prophet.
And I'm Jean West. Kentucky's newest high school may be the role model for others to come.
John Hardin High School in Elizabethtown will be opening this fall at a price tag of $33 million. It is the state's most expensive public school, and it has a built-in police substation. The school of the future? Well, as Matt Pime discovered in Hardin County, they believe it's worth every penny and then some, and it's our top story tonight, right here at 5:30.
We are building a facility that's not in the dark ages. There's a business lab over there, and there's a business lab on this side.
John Hardin High School is less than a month from completion. Principal Brent Holzclaw took us on a tour of the $33 million facility.
You can see there is an area here for security.
At the front of the high school sits an area for a police substation, an option that was once unheard of, but now a necessity.
We can't ignore the fact that there's a problem in our society.
There are more than 500 computer terminals, larger than normal classrooms, and a performing arts center that could house an off-Broadway show.
We didn't build it thinking of being in the model, but it probably will be.
This lavish school also comes with at least one controversial addition, that being a special child care center for kids with kids. But school officials hope that will only be a temporary luxury.
The solution is to teach children to wait, to have sex. That is the solution, and that's what our emphasis is on. We want to close this program right here down as quickly as we possibly can.
It's been pretty good. It's been going pretty smooth, everything. The library and commons area alone are bigger than some schools. But John Hardin High School was built to endure generations of students and adapt to the changing face of education.
It wasn't a matter of can we be better than, it was what's best for Hardin County students.
Now, John Hardin High School can house up to 1,200 students. But if Hardin County continues to grow at a phenomenal pace, this mega school may one day have to add on to its already massive structure. Live in the newsroom, Matt Pime, WHAS 11 News.
The city of Louisville tonight is being honored as one of the top 5 most livable cities in America. Today, Louisville's Mayor Dave Armstrong had a special ceremony in Jefferson Square outside City Hall to mark the occasion. According to the U.S. Conference of Mayors, Louisville is one of the top 5 most livable cities in the country out of 200 that were ranked. Last weekend in Detroit, Armstrong was awarded for helping to make Louisville one of the most livable cities. The mayor credits the people of the city for winning the award.
And to all who have worked for the city of Louisville, whether now or in the past, let me say thank you for helping to create a great place to live, work, and play. It is now being considered the most livable place in America.
Boston was first. The other 4 within the top 5, including Louisville, were all considered on equal terms, and they weren't ranked above each other. This marks the first time any city in Kentucky has ranked among the top 5 most livable cities in the USA.
Good news on the economic front tonight as the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates for the 6th time in as many months. Today's quarter-point cut follows a series of half-point reductions this year. Federal officials say a possible recession is still a bigger worry than inflation. Many economists had predicted the smaller reduction, fearing the large number of interest rate cuts was laying the groundwork for higher inflation next year. Today's announcement by the federal government failed to inspire much of a reaction on Wall Street. Wall Street plunged immediately following the Federal Reserve's announcement. It was lowering short-term rates by only a quarter point, but stocks recovered somewhat as the central bank left open the possibility of another cut in the future. The Dow Jones Industrial Average finished down 37 points at 10,435, and the NASDAQ Composite Index gained 10 points for the day.
There's more fallout tonight in the bitter divorce between Bridgestone Firestone Tire Company and the Ford Motor Company. Bridgestone says it plans to shut down its plant in Decatur, Illinois by the end of the year, a move that could put 1,500 employees out of work. The Decatur plant turned out most of the tires blamed for hundreds of deadly accidents on Ford Explorers. Keith Oppenheim has the story.
It's a requirement of the contractual agreement between Bridgestone Firestone and the United Steelworkers of America, the union representing the hourly employees at this plant in Decatur, that they be given a 6-month notice if the plant is to be shut down. That notice came this morning. To understand why that happened, let's take you some of the key events that led the tire maker to this decision.
The pressure on Bridgestone Firestone mounted last year when reports surfaced that several Firestone tire brands were linked to a high number of fatal vehicle accidents in the U.S. The tire models in question were the ATX, 15-inch ATX, and 15-inch Wilderness AT, many of which were made at the Decatur, Illinois plant and showed an unusually high problem with tread separation. Last August, Bridgestone Firestone recalled 6.5 million of these tires, but the public relations battle was only beginning. Federal regulators determined most of the fatal accidents occurred on Ford vehicles, namely the Ford Explorer. Firestone officials alleged the Explorer was defectively designed and that Ford shared blame for the problem. Ford, in turn, blamed Firestone. 1 month ago, Bridgestone Firestone ended its nearly century-long relationship with Ford, while Ford announced it would replace 13 million Firestone tires on its vehicles, citing safety concerns. The tire maker says the plant closing is not due to manufacturing problems here. It's a result of changes in demand for their product right now.
This is all to do with supply and demand. We basically have one plant too many.
1,500 employees work at this plant, and in terms of manufacturing, this plant, the Firestone plant, represents the 3rd largest employer in the city of Decatur. To be sure, there will be ongoing negotiations between Firestone and the United Steelworkers as to how this closing is handled. In Decatur, Illinois, I'm Keith Oppenheim. Now back to you.
Bridgestone Firestone says 1,380 employees and 100 contractors currently work at that plant in Decatur. An additional 440 employees have already lost their jobs since the big recall began.
West Virginia is taking a Kentucky coal company to court to force them to pay damages for a massive oil spill last October. The spill near Inez, Kentucky, caused a 250 million gallon sludge pond to break loose and enter the Big Sandy River. The lawsuit claims the Martin County Coal Company did not try to fix the problems after a smaller spill occurred back in 1994. The state is seeking unspecified damages. Last year's spill led the U.S. Mine Safety and Health Administration to send inspectors across Appalachia. It's business as usual at Caesars Indiana Casino after a chemical leak forced the evacuation of the boat last night. Dozens of emergency crews were called to the riverboat around 10 o'clock last night. Hazmat crews from Louisville were also called for backup. Investigators say a worker dropped a cleaning agent on aluminum pans, causing a cloud of sodium hydroxide to fill a kitchen area in the pavilion. No one was injured during the cleanup.
A Jefferson County police officer is pumping up the iron to bring home the gold. Tony Grant recently returned from Indianapolis, where he competed in the World Police and Fire Games. And he brought back 2 gold medals in 2 separate powerlifting events. He even broke a new record by deadlifting 755 pounds. It's not the first record he's set. Grant also holds the American Drug-Free Powerlifting Association record for benching 633 pounds back in 1996. If he pulls you over for speeding, don't mess with him.
Don't give him a hard time. Well, still to come here at 5:30. Summertime means more kids will be enjoying the outdoors, and a popular craze, scooter mania, is on the rise. And so are the number of trips to the emergency room. Find out what you can do to keep your kids safe on these popular toys by calling the number on your screen right now. Our hotline experts are standing by to take your questions, 582-7729.
Plus, a little later, find out how scientists are trying to beat the clock to keep this whale safe after he swims into some fishing line.
And good afternoon, everyone. I'm Melissa Swan. New at 6 o'clock tonight, police are searching the Ohio River looking for a weapon. It's a gun allegedly used in a shooting that killed a Jefferson County man over the weekend. We'll have the latest on that search coming up in a live report. Plus, health department officials want to stop the spread of the AIDS virus. We'll tell you what they're doing about that. Join us at 6 o'clock.
You're watching Gene West, Doug Proffitt, and Beth Andrews Storm Team Forecast. This is WHAS 11 News. Coverage you can count on.
Butter up. Grab yourself a pickle, a little mustard on your dog. Have yourself a party, sing a summertime song. Butter up that ear of corn, put some beans on that plate. Have yourself a party, make the whole world shake. Have yourself a party, make the whole world shake. There's a million reasons and a single star. The hot spot.
Houses are pretty powerful things. After all, how many horror movies have you seen where it's the house that's bleeding from the walls or telling its owners to beat it? Maybe houses get angry because they're underappreciated. Well, we think it's possible to take the power of your house and make it do good, not evil. Like paying for college, paying off existing bills, or even painting the house. Plus, we'll give you quick approval on your loan. Oh, by the way, if you do paint, you might want to make sure it's a color the house can live with.
New Dixie Rinse and Reuse is pretty amazing, but can it stand up to the heat of a microwave? What do you think? New Dixie Rinse and Reuse, any tougher and they wouldn't be disposable. This is new Dixie Rinse and Reuse. These are some of its competitors. How do they hold up to heat and moisture? Well, you tell me. New Dixie Rinse and Reuse. Any tougher and they wouldn't be disposable.
These students are majoring in comedy. See if your alma mater is represented at the Hollywood Squares College Tournament.
Tonight at 7:30 on WHAS 11.
The WHAS 11 Storm Team is sponsored by your local Dodge dealers.
Who makes the best minivan? At Dodge, we make them great and grand. We make them front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. We make them with traction control, remote control, even seating, and cargo control. In fact, Dodge Caravan gives you more choices than any other minivan. including the only choice that's under $18,000. See, compare, drive. Dodge Caravan.
Well, summer is here. That means your kids will be spending more time with their toys than with the TV.
At least we hope. And one toy gaining in popularity over the years are scooters. And with that rise in popularity has come a dramatic increase in injuries to youngsters. So what can you do as a parent to protect your child from scooter injuries? Tonight, Kirby Adams is joining us live in our Consumer Watch Center with some of the experts on this. Hi, Kirby.
Hi, Doug. Hi, Jean. Well, we're in the midst of something called trauma season for children. Between May and August, 3 million children nationwide will take emergency room trips, and we want to try to avoid that. One of the big problems, of course, are scooters, like you mentioned. We have folks on hand right now, though, to answer your questions about everything from poisonings. We have folks from Poison Control. We also have people from Coast Guard Children's Hospital and from Metro Parks. So please give us a call. The number here in Consumer Watch Hotline is 582-7729. That's 582-7729. Now, with me right now is Erica Kravick from Coast Guard Children's Hospital. And what about scooters? We'll have some video to roll right now to show a lot of them have been recalled at this point. What are you telling parents to do to keep their kids safe?
Number one, make sure that your scooter, or the one you're contemplating, is not the scooter that's on recall, because some of those still may be out in shops and retail stores. But definitely the elbow pads and knee pads that I do see kids wear are important, but the helmet, a helmet worn right, worn tight, in every single ride is critical. We can fix bones, but we can't help you a whole lot if you've really seriously injured your brain.
And you're also seeing abdominal injuries.
Yes, depending on how old the kids are, you have to remember with scooters, you have to be coordinated. You have to be able to balance and just ride in this one single pole. And we've seen kids take a spill and have the handle of the scooters come into their bellies, and had some serious ones that way.
All right, so helmet every single time you get out there, right? Okay, thanks a lot, Erica. Now, one other thing I want to talk to Henry Spiller, who's with Poison Control, and we've had some real scary things happen lately with unlabeled cans.
Well, what's happened is some people have put other substances in what they found was just a container that they wanted to use. It turned out to maybe be a Pepsi bottle. It might be a Sprite can. It was just something that they thought they'd use.
They were putting pesticides in it or something?
One case, they put pesticides in it. We had a recent death because of that. Another father was working on his car and was draining his brake line into it. The kid drank the brake line fluid. So you have to be careful. Keep them in their original container. Children see these kind of containers. They think soda. They don't ask. They take a drink. And sometimes it's too late.
And you're also seeing lots of bites and stings.
Oh, yes. I mean, this is the season of bites and stings, especially with the recent rains. We've seen a lot of recent mushroom ingestions by children. So we've seen a lot of, that's one of the summer things that you start to see. Snakes, spiders, everything.
Great. Thanks so much, Henry. Now, you can log on to our website, WHAS11.com, click on Kirby Adams, and look on our Consumer Watch Hotline. You'll find more information, like the numbers for Poison Control, the number for Coast Guard Children's Hospital, and Metro Parks if you have more questions. But right now, go ahead and call us here in the studio and get the answers right away. 582-7729 is the number, 582-7729. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. Kirby Adams, WHAS 11 News.
Storm Team Doppler radar pretty inactive around this area, although it was pretty quiet also yesterday about this time. We do find isolated showers popping up from time to time in our viewing area. One in Hart County, eastern Hart County, sprinkle of rain, that's about it. Between Munfordville and Greensburg, right along the Green-Hart County line. This shower, it looks like diminishing as it travels to the north, but between now and midnight, there is a chance for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms in the area. Let me show you a part of the Kentuckiana region that's getting the showers and thunderstorms. That's over in western Kentucky. Some of those have been severe. Logan County still under a severe thunderstorm warning at this particular hour. Also some heavy thunderstorms in southwest Indiana. All this precipitation drifting slowly to the north, so the greatest chance and the bulk of this moisture stays to our west tonight. I'll show you what's creating this. Take a look at the weather map over the last 12 hours. Not much happening here, although we've had a stream of moisture in the region, but check out the activity mid-afternoon right there. Showers and thunderstorms firing up in the heat of the day, and the reason for that, an upper air low pressure system located right about the Missouri boot heel, generating the showers and thunderstorms close to it, and some of those, as I mentioned, have been heavy or severe. Now, there is a risk of severe weather, slight risk, from Louisville to the west and south this evening. Primary threat, hail and high winds, but obviously the greater risk would be in western Kentucky, southwest Indiana, southern Illinois, southeast Missouri, that territory for tonight. Currently 82 degrees, south wind at 13 miles per hour, high temperature today, current 82, but we may bump that up a degree or two this evening, 61, our low temperature this morning. Storm Team Futurecast painting most of the moisture, as I mentioned, over in western Kentucky. That will diminish here after midnight tonight. Tomorrow morning we start off with a few clouds perhaps, but dry conditions. And then during the afternoon, once again, showers and thunder showers will develop. Your chances for rain tomorrow, if you're planning, 40% here. In fact, throughout most of the Ohio Valley, a 30 to 40% chance for these scattered showers and thunderstorms. And once again, tomorrow, we're talking about a slight risk of severe weather. A little bit farther to the west, but still, we're right on the edge, although that threat continues to move farther and farther away as the week progresses. By Friday, showers and thunderstorms, best chance will be off to our west. For us, just a slight chance. With a decreasing chances for rain, we'll have increasing heat and humidity. 66 tonight. Any scattered thunderstorms in the area this evening will end later tonight. Patchy fog forming by dawn tomorrow morning. 66. The low tomorrow. Let's do it again. We've got the spelling right now. Scattered thunderstorms for tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. The high 86 degrees. No, I can't spell thunder, so it has to be T-storm. So and the outlook for Friday, slight chance of a thunderstorm at 88, 89 Saturday, 90 Sunday with a slight chance for an afternoon thunderstorm, and then hit and miss variety early next week. Continued very warm and humid.